open wide.
Ready?
Here comes your chunk of Trump.
It's my favorite food.
With your first bite, here's Mark Thompson.
I have a feeling it's going to be beautiful.
If you're like me, you can't surround yourself, I should say, with enough stuff from the former president. He's launched a new sneaker line, everybody. That's right. Days after a judge has ordered Donald Trump to pay nearly $355 million, that on top of, as you know, the penalties, which I think total $88 million in the E. Jean Carroll case. There is Donald Trump. If you're watching on YouTube, he's holding up a pair of the Trump sneakers. That's right. The never surrender high tops. There they are. Right? You do have to surrender, of course, $400 to get the high tops. But they are, surprise, surprise, sold out. The president's official Trump sneakers sold out in a matter of hours, as you might imagine. There are people who want those sneakers. There had been 1,000 pairs of the sneakers available for purchase, according to the site. He's selling two versions of the sneakers. This might be a new product line for Trump. The sneakers that have a T and a 45 on the side, you can see them there on the right. They sell for $199. The cologne and perfume are also on sale. Yeah, how about that, everybody? Yeah. Victory 47 cologne, and I know what you're thinking. This is an SNL bit. Nope, it's not. It is the real thing. This country...
You just don't get it.
Yeah, you may not get it, but this country is drunk on Trump. Victory 47 cologne by President Trump is only $99, and you can pre-order it. And the Victory 47 perfume for the ladies...
Girl, you just... Woo.
You have that faint scent of insurrection on you. What is that? Oh, it's Victory 47 perfume by President Trump. Yes, if you want the aroma of fascism, how about Victory 47 cologne? There's never been anything like it. Is that right? There's never been anything like it. Feels as though it should work.
There's never been anything like this.
I think that right.
And this is their new hoax.
Okay, yeah. But you have to pre-order the cologne. These sneakers are sold out. Now, any kind of big announcement like this, and this was, on a holiday weekend, kind of a big deal. People came down there on big numbers. They were excited to see the continuing grift that is the president. There's certainly nothing illegal in slapping a bunch of gold coloring on a sneaker and putting your name on it. I mean, I have to say, you Trump haters, of all the stuff that Trump does that's illegal, of all the fraud that he generates, this really isn't part of it. Here it is, the sneaker. Go to the website. You actually get the sneaker for the money. So that's a very different dance than you normally do with Donald Trump, in which you throw a bunch of money at him and then, of course, you get nothing for it. Let's take a listen, though, to the less than hospitable response. But to be fair, the arena, now this is Sneaker Con. They're there for different sneakers. These are sneaker collectors. Like Albert falls into this category. He's a huge sneaker collector. And here's this guy who comes in, Trump, and, he thinks it's about him. Let's take a listen to his announcement.
Wow. A lot of emotion. There's a lot of emotion in this room. Thank you. So the really nice thing is we have lines, and I want to thank Chase and I want to thank Alan, but we have...
Yeah, that was kind of an awkward moment, right? The Biden campaign slamming Trump's appearance at Sneaker Con. At least con is in the title, everybody. I got to say, that is a strong choice of a venue. Donald Trump, this is a quote from the Biden people, Donald Trump showing up to hawk bootleg off-whites is the closest he'll get to any Air Force Ones ever again for the rest of his life. Air Force Ones are also a sneaker. Very clever. Anyway, he's heading to Michigan now, the former president, I should say, to address supporters for the first time, really, since this legal judgment. As I say, we'll discuss that more with David K. Johnston. There was booing. Tony, you're saying there was people were yelling F Biden also. It turned into a political rally a little bit. Is that what you were telling me? F Joe Biden, I guess that is. Wow. Biden's not even there. But they just know that that's the great white hope. Donald Trump's yeah. And what was there something else, Tony, or not? I forget. I thought you mentioned him in there was
Thanks, Tony.
Here it is. Oh my God, this woman is great. Stop. This woman is great. Oh my God. This woman is having a nervous breakdown. She's so excited about Trump. He pulls her to the podium to share that nervous breakdown with the assembled mass this weekend at SneakerCon. Here we go.
Yes, we need him. He's a Christian. He's a good, honest man. They're after him for no reason. Go out and vote for Trump. Vote Trump. No paper. Go out and vote for Trump. He's a good man. Look at his family. They're all good kids. All good kids. Yes.
He hugs her and he walks with her off the stage. Wow. Yeah, pretty.
I think I'm the most honest human being, perhaps, that God ever created.
Well, apparently there's somebody who agrees with you, sir. And that's that lady. Look at his kids. It's great. I love how they look at the evidence. My God. Exactly. We're looking at the evidence. Meantime, in Chunk of Trump, you may not be aware that if you live in a Trump building and there are Trump branded things that are buildings all over New York, it's hurting your real estate value. He's been on these high-end buildings. His name has been licensed in many instances. But people are saying now that these condos in high-rise buildings that are emblazoned with Trump's name, they've underperformed. This is according to sales data from 2 real estate tracking firms. There is also an analysis of data by the Columbia University economist, this Stingen van Nieuwerburg. And after he achieved the presidency in 2016, there it is. You can see the falling values of Donald Trump's condos relative to other Manhattan condos. It's pretty dramatic. 2016 is when this happened. In a one-year window, condos in buildings that had the Trump logo went from selling at a 1% premium compared with similar units to selling for 4% less, meaning that Trump condos became a bargain among the city's luxury units. Even the Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue, that's one of the crowning achievements of his brand, with this 80-foot cascade of water. I mean, supposedly all of this, it's cascading against this huge slab from a quarry in Italy. It's all very luxurious. Even there, the average price per square foot went down almost 50%. So the condos in the 4 buildings where the Trump logo was removed at the behest of residents. Remember that at the beginning of his presidency? He was such a firebrand. He was so radioactive as a brand that people in homeowners associations say, I want to get this guy's name off of this building. The Trump logo was removed at the behest of residents, though, and in those buildings, sometimes even after a legal battle to remove the name, They have seen their value go back up. This analysis, is a quote, cleanly identifies that it is the Trump brand that is responsible for the value deterioration. Removing the Trump name from the building removes the loss associated with the name. So he is not winning among New Yorkers that way. And in people who have lived in these Trump, and you can see a picture of us, we're showing it now, them taking down the Trump name off that building. People who live in those buildings know that the name of Trump is hurting their real estate values. And finally, Donald Trump is nothing if he's not shameless. And they've set up a GoFundMe for Donald Trump's legal fees, which, as you know, are tens of millions of dollars. The GoFundMe goal is $355 million. That is the amount, of course, that Judge Engoron ordered Trump to pay in penalties in that civil fraud trial. That's your chunk of Trump.
That's it for this edition.
Well, I really enjoyed it.
But make sure to join us again next time
I think you might want to listen. There's nothing wrong with listening.
for another chunk of Trump.